All right, thanks everyone for tuning in today. We're going to be building bag E of our Tekno ET48 2.0 electric truggy. Let's dig right in. Looks like we're going to start with step one with our sway bar. Got these little plastic pieces here. Looks like the bushing is going to slide on like so. Over that plastic piece. All right. Then our looks like the bushings are going to go on these holes here on the back side of that bulkhead, like so. All right. Take our sway bar. I have to take one of these out to get it to act right. Just kind of fish it through. There we go. Sure, the next step, probably gonna put the little set screws in. You guys can see the instructions there. They go in these hole here and this hole there. And you can see the letters. Just try to get those centered up. This is going into plastic, so there shouldn't be any need for thread lock. And you can tighten these up anywhere, but I kind of like to tighten them up where I can get to them. So maybe just leave that right there. And I'm just starting it with the small little tool here. Probably wouldn't use the driver for it. So it's starting to tighten up on it. Looks like just trying to center those letters in the center of that bulkhead. Looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and put the other side in. Should be a little easier now that we have one side in. All right, looks good. Looks like we'll be putting the ends on it. And this is a really nice tool. It's a little expensive, but man, I really enjoy this tool. It's just a Tekno. It's got shock. It's for your shocks and for these little ball ends because they can be a pain to install. So let's go ahead and do that. Show you how to use it. This is the ball end side. Just so you guys kind of can see, it's got a little slot there. You just put your ball in it. Like so. If you guys don't have this tool, you can kind of hold it on a table and snap it in with your palm. But it's a little hard. Just a tip for you guys if you're building this kit with me. All right. So these are going to go right there. And we'll use some thread lock to lock them into place with the tiny set screws. Go ahead and do this other one. And I like to do both. Kind of the same thing. I like to keep stuff pointed in the right direction to where I can tighten it up if I need to. So that looks like a pretty good. And that should just sit flush with the end of that ball there. Go ahead and do the other side. I'm just getting that about as tight as I can with my hand. Should be sufficient, especially with the thread lock that I used. All right, getting ready for these D blocks. And stock setup is calling for the center little block here on all four areas. So let's see. That's looking like this one is going to go here. If I'm looking at the instructions right. So let's go ahead and get those installed. It's using a TKR1445. Should be this length here. Just match it up. Yep. So we use that one and that one. So there is an inside and an outside. This is going to go towards the inside. You guys can see that. Which will allow this block here to sit in there like so and hold your hinge pin for your A-arm. Probably could go ahead and put those in. All right, and this little notch looks like it's facing down. This is the C block, not the D block, but I will use my driver for this. All right, should be right. Next, probably almost ready for our A-arms. Here and here. All right. Almost ready for some A-arms. Let's see what we can find. So this is going to go to the outside. This is the inside. And if you guys will notice, the shocks are going back here. So they should line up with that. And this is going to slide down in there like so when it all comes together. So let's go ahead. We're going to insert these in the outsides. In the older kits, you had to drill these out. So it's a nice snug fit there. Cool. Go ahead and do the other one. All right, kind of like so. That's how it will go together. Let's get our hinge pins. Before we do that, let's go ahead and install these guys. So this, let me grab my chassis real quick. When you screw these in and out, will keep your shocks from bottoming out, and you kind of adjust your ride height when this screws into the A-arm into this, and it'll hit this plate. Explain that to you a little bit. So maybe we ought to go ahead and put these in, and maybe stock, we'll just put them in all the way, and you can always run them down. It's got a Allen head in the both sides of it, which is convenient. All right, like so. Let's go ahead and do the other side. All right. Let's get some hinge pins in. All right, now we're ready for this guy. Looks like it's going to go you guys are probably having a hard time seeing this, I'm sorry. Just like that. I see it from underneath. Then we're going to probably just get the one screw there. Yep. The TRK 1433 is this little short screw. And then it'll probably get screwed in from the bottom when we assemble it to the chassis. All right, now we're going to put the sway bars in with these two screws. We'll be about ready to wrap Baggy up. A little hard to get started. The A-arm plastic is a little soft, so I turned the torque setting down a little bit. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in today. This has been Bag E of the Tekno ET48 2.0.